Yo, it's Witt. It's back with another one. Um, Didario, right? Didario got caught with AI, using AI in one of their Instagram posts. Now, for those who don't know, Didario are a company that produces or sells, at the very least, guitar strings and stuff. So they're pretty high end, pretty respected. In fact, a lot of people regard them as one of, if not the best guitar string company in the world. One of the, public relations guys, one of the people running the social medias and whatnot, posted a video of a dude playing, quote unquote, playing guitar, and it turned out to be AI. People caught onto it because AI has like a distinct sound. And Didario just kind of doubled down, dude. They doubled down. They was like, it's not AI. Come on. They doubled down. They tripled down, actually. Right? Here's what I have to say. Dude, let me just adjust the a little bit. Oh no, it's disconnecting. I have one of those terrible chargers that disconnect as soon as you touch the phone a little bit. My idea of being rich is having a cable that charges your phone competently. Anyway, let me take this shit off actually. Here's what I have to say. People are pressing the absolute nuts out of Didario and making them feel bad. Turn the heat off. Maybe not turn it off, but like push it back a bit. So just give me a second. Listen. People are making Didario feel bad for using AI and stuff. And the rate at which people are kind of slandering Didario kind of makes me, and the manner in which they're doing it is kind of making me feel like I want to buy into Didario. Because I've never bought legit guitar strings. I've been playing guitar for 5 years now. I've never bought legitimate guitar strings. I've always just bought them from the electronic store, not even the instrument store or the guitar store, whatever. The electronic store. So some generic cheap strings. I've never actually owned a pair of brand strings or whatever, on brand strings, or just legit strings or whatever, Never had a legit guitar. I've had a legit practice amp by Fender, but that's about it. Speaking of Fender, they also got themselves into a bit of trouble earlier this year by sending cease and desist to everyone. The suits of Fender, I should say. The suits that Fender allowed themselves to be ran by, I should say. Because I'm not just gonna blame this. I'm just not gonna blame. I'm not just gonna blame the suit, but I'm gonna blame Fender a bit as well. Anyway, yeah, dude, I'm not a big fan of when people kind of catch you in the act of something, and then you're trying to save face, right? Because you're a damn company, but it's evident that you're guilty. You're trying to save face a little bit, right? But people just keep pressing you. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, dude, we both know that I screwed up, but don't keep pressing me to the point where like you want to break me. You know, this might be like a hot take, and to be honest, I don't think I can find the correct way to phrase this. I don't think I'll be able to find the correct way to put this in this video, but I'm just not a big fan of that. Of when you can clearly see me trying to salvage something and you just keep going, keep bashing me. We both know that I'm guilty, but you keep bashing me. So you're trying to ruin me. I'm not a big fan of that. And that's exactly what they're doing to Didario. By just absolutely destroying them. with their comments and stuff, and just seeing that, bro. Even seeing it, at the expense of a legitimate company or like a large company, just kind of pisses me off because I'm just not a big fan of whenever people do that. I do. Can I breathe a bit? Yes, yes. I used AI and I'm not even like defending them because some of my animatic videos have AI in them, and that's a different conversation we can have at a different point. In fact, I think I've already had that, but I'll have it again. It's not even because I use AI whenever I make the little voices because I don't know any voice actors. Whenever I did try to give voice actors, it just didn't work out. But that's not an excuse. Yeah, it's not even because I'm in the same boat or like using AI like they are, right? Thing is that like, even if it was a case of me, defending them because I use AI, they're trying to pass it off as if they didn't use AI. I'm quite open. I was like, dude, I have a disclaimer. I actually have a disclaimer in the at the very beginning, like the intros of the animatics. I haven't made one in a while because I've been focusing on trying to get full physical of the company off the ground. So I haven't had a lot of time to make animatics and stuff. But in the intros, I'll have a disclaimer going, warning: the following content is, I'm forgetting how it goes, but the following content is not suitable for anyone um intolerant of the use of AI. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Now, obviously, that's like a parody, a little bit of disclaimers, viewer discretion thingy-majigs that you often see in like films and shows and stuff. But it's half and half. It's a parody. At the same time, it's quite genuine because people actually don't like this AI stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna go on a little bit of a tangent. Ever since I was a kid, I've always dreamt of this tool, whatever it was, to just make semi like half decent, half realistic, possible voices, for my stories and stuff. Because I used to write a lot of stories, be it like in comics or in you know 2D animation, stickman animation. So I always used to dream of having this thing that could produce possible voices for my stories, and it just so happened that it came in a form that the general public don't accept. So I'm at a point now where I have to either just go along with what the public is doing because I don't want to be ostracized, I don't want to be the odd one out, or I stay true to that little boy who always kind of dreamt of that thing. That's a tangent. Back to the original point. And as I think I'm just gonna have to break this video up because I don't have space on my phone. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, my yeah. I basically just brought that up to kind of make it clear that I'm not defending the Dario because I have ties to AI myself or whatever. Even though we as like a people like on a daily basis we use AI, not just not willingly, I guess. Because even on Google, if you search something, the first thing that pops up is an AI generated answer. So you kind of have to go out of your way to not use AI. It's one of those things. So it's easier for you in your day-to-day life to use AI than to not, right? But then that's besides the point. I'm not defending the Dario because I use AI like they do. I'm defending them because they were trying to, and I said this already, but I just have to stress it, dude. We both know that I screwed up, that I hired a dude who went ahead and used AI, and you caught me. But the thing is, you didn't let me um think I got away with it at the very least. I don't know, dude. I don't know how to put it. You really had to make sure that I was down and out. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're gonna try to save face. They're a company. If they don't do, they lose everything. They lose their credit. They lose everything. So let them save a little bit of face. Just I guess I'm mad at people not going, yeah, all right, Dario, all right, whatever, and going about their day. I guess I'm mad at people for trying to absolutely crucify them. So that seeing that response to Dario kind of makes me wanna. I almost said double down, but I've never even singled down. I've never, like I said, I've never even bought a pair of Dario strings. Not because they never appealed to me, but just because like I've been like a little bummy when it comes to my guitar equipment and stuff, which is something I'm really looking to change. I want to be able to spend a bit more for like proper stuff, not just with strings, but with like cables as well, patch cables. I want to spend a bit more. I want to get legit stuff like the Ernie Ball patch cables. I want to spend more on, you know, a decent guitar. I want to spend more on amps. I just want to spend more on the stuff that I love, right? So yeah, I don't think I need to stretch this any more than I already have. I was gonna try to do like a part two to this video after I cleared some space, but I feel like I got my point across. Yeah, just this over the top, you know, level of backlash that Dario is getting is kind of causing me to want to support them. Just to kind of like, even more than I originally did, just to like kind of give the finger to all the people trying to absolutely destroy Dario. Yeah, we get it. They used AI to. Again, I hope this doesn't come across as I'm defending them because I love AI or whatever, quote unquote, love AI or whatever. I might have to make a part two actually. Yeah, the effects of AI are not great, but yeah, it's over the top.